I ain't gonna lie, Conway the Machine been doing a lot of heavy lifting with Griselda, at least among the main 3 members, both in terms of the amount of projects he's putting out and as far as the quality. Look, you can say what you want about his projects from last year. His pen has been on point. In terms of lyricism, I've been hearing some of the best bars I've ever heard from Conway the Machine the last couple of years. Plus, on top of his signature grimy style, he's added another layer of vulnerability and introspection to the mix. I'm really rocking with the way he go from rapping about running down on the ops to being run down by depression, just like that. I think the biggest X factor for Conway the last couple of years in terms of how good each project has been is the production. Whenever the production's been good for him, the projects have been fire. I think that plays well into this album because I love the producer list on here. A lot of Camouflage, Monk, a lot of Conductor, and you got an Alchemist joint on here too. If nothing else, this project got a fire name. Like, Conway is one classic album away from making Bell's Palsy cool. Let's see what it's hitting on. This beat is tough.
Okay. Wheelchair in front of the mic, bro here and record. Feel like Mr. Notorious doing kick in the door.
Talk to him. Hey, I like them opening bars out the gate. I'm real big on how you open an album. Y'all ain't even peep the wordplay. Big, Biggie line. Come on, man. Keep up. But I always love when hip-hop reference other hip-hop with that Notorious kicking in the door line. And then the imagery on the very first line where he describing he ain't even got no proper studio equipment. He got a wheelchair in front of a microphone. Brother done threw Eastside Flip out the wheelchair to make the album.
They say machine, what's your skill set? Tell them ain't a nigga play with me that ain't get killed yet. Stendo in the Caltech, the signed and sealed, I'm still best. Them M's come in portions weekly, that's how we meal prep. Hey yo, they know machine a real threat. Cool. I kick your pregnant baby mama down the flight of steel steps. I rap, but I still step.
Bro woke up feeling dangerous. What is he on? The baby mama getting kicked down the steps?
Man, your flow is sort of mine, so this where we draw the line. You went to Saks for your drip, shit, they imported mine. Exotic reptile skins, I turn water to wine. Look, can't wait, nigga. You don't want real beef, you plant-based, nigga. I damn near went gold off the damn tape filler.
He ended that second verse too early for me. I like where he was going with the syllables. That first verse, he was using just 2-syllable rhyme schemes from start to finish. I didn't really care for the rhyme schemes in the first verse, but the second verse, he kind of heated up. He started with a 3-syllable, ended with a 4-syllable. It was in and out quick, but it was tough for all of 15 seconds.
You can smell it cooking on the wake up. I seen niggas ballin' and fall like Vin Baker. First the Jackson 5 break. Man, sometimes motherfuckers break up. It was solid when they stamped it. Sometimes them motherfuckers break up. I ain't complaining. That shit.
That's fire. That's fire, dog. Hey, I don't know what Stove got on, but he already got the oven on 400. The kids already done took the chicken out the freezer and let it thaw out. Bruh is ready to cook. That falling in ball like Vin Baker. Vin Baker was the, I think, 90s basketball player who had a couple good years, and I think he got hooked on drugs, if I ain't mistaken. But then first the Jackson 5 break. For one, just the charisma to be able to stop your bar midway through and the audience still know what you're saying. That's hard, but then he took the break up and turned it to the wordplay of it was solid when they stamped the brick, but they start transporting, it got beat up and now the brick's all broken up. Son, that's crazy.
I ain't complaining. That shit crossed a lot of hands in the travel. I'm still gonna sell it all from the biggest rock to the I sneeze money.
Bro, what is this man on, dog? That's playing off the brick, that broken up line. He'll sell it from the biggest rock to the gravel to the smallest little bit of crack. Then he did that start think again. Bro, this man is tough. Hey, we gotta find wherever Griselda headquarters is and we gotta start protesting, dog. Where's this album, bro? Griselda with Stove guy looking like the East Coast TDE where you just get on the label and don't drop.
Let's do a hypothetic breakdown. If you got a half a bird for 9 and water whipped it all the way round, pulled them out the pot laughing like, put that shit on the plate now. You turn that half to a whole and sell every gram for 100. Subtract 28 cause you probably throw your little nigga onion.
Bro, this is
try to
fire.
Get him on his feet till they
this is
on him,
fire.
That should come out to like 97,000 something, give or take.
Hey, bro, let me find out they start a crack economics class at like MIT or Harvard or something. We gotta get Stove Guy in there. Bro, the way he broke that down with the numbers, the level of detail, all the way down to you trying to front your homie something when he get out to you gotta account for the smokers who just jade out and ain't finna pay you the bread. You got vivid imagery and then you got this. This is on a different level.
That's what you was doing. That's probably how you should do it. You know this shit be all cat. You know this shit is just music. You know
Come on, dog. Oh my goodness, bro. Charisma just oozing off the page. He's saying the whole thing is cap, which is kind of tongue in cheek because you know that level of detail, it ain't cap at all, but you got to say it now because they giving dudes the Rico.
It's my time now. I'm driving the Rolls Royce through the doors. Light skin legend, Coke water reverend, Lamborghini revving outside.
Hey, it's a power vacuum right now in the light skin community, bruh. Drake got everybody crip walking at his going away ceremony. So it might be the next light skin up.
And if they sleep, I hope that coma so long that they pull the plug. Westwood
Come on,
Superfly
man.
guy. But you got
He shouldn't have.
look at my progress. Look at the way I made that pot dance. First and 15th was prime time. I had the high step. Rhyming 89.
Fire. First and 15th was prime time. That's the days he did his most Dylan, where he had the high step, so the prime time high step Deion Sanders flip.
How you celebrating? He ain't died yet.
Damn, conductor, where'd you find this?
Stove.
Hey, that song is nuts, dog. Hey, Conway, he set the table, man. In that first verse, he ain't had the craziest rhyme scheme in the world, but he made up for it with some gritty lines. That what's your skill set is ain't a nigga play with me who ain't get killed yet. That line was tough. Bruh kicking your baby mama down the steps like Dave Chappelle did a little baby on that one skit. He had a short little second verse in there, but dog, Stove guy, he was on another level. Bro was spinning them kind of bars. That guy, Young Thug locked up, bruh. He was on another planet, man. The charisma was nuts. That stop-start flow that he flashed a couple times through. He opened it on 10. That it was solid when they stamped it, but it got to me, it was broken up line, was dope. The whole coconomics he did was tough. But that dude is special. We need that album Xpress delivered, dog. The way Stove don't have an album on Griselda yet is if you went to a hood high school, on your football team, you had one dude who was better than the rest of the team, but bruh just couldn't get his grades right. So them practicing that one game he get in before he on academic probation, bro just go off where he can't get on the field. Hey, that be Stove with them features, man. He had a lot of amazing ones recently. But then on top of that, the beat was crazy too, man. Conductor Williams, the way that he can add so much texture into what comes off as a minimal beat is really impressive. He had the main keys in the melody, but he had this bassy note under it, which had his signature wobble effect. It was real subtle. And then behind that, he had the different piano stabs. Then the drums sounded good. Dog, that song is different. Stove Guy Cooks had an early contender for Verse of the Year. This is Give and Give.
Wondering which way to go.
Yeah.
Please take my hand.
I don't know if this is the same sample. This sample sounded a lot like the sample on Dreaming of the Past by Pusha T.
Imported foreigns, this currency I get more and more. And more from torrently Florida than I perform in Europe.
Come on,
PJ
man.
soaring, the PJ pouring before I'm boarding.
Bro, he got this 4-syllable before I'm boarding rhyme scheme, but then he's using the or sound from that rhyme scheme internally, almost like an alliteration. He didn't have too many lyrical acrobatics in the first song, but dog, that's a tough way to start.
Like Bishop rolling a 40 below my 44. It's
Still
getting
going.
spooky, it's ugly for him like Tyrone Corbin. Soon as I sit in the Lamborghini, I floor to yours. So captivated my verses that they ignore the chorus. I'm the Grim Reaper, the rapper.
Sometimes it's for the best. On chorus be hit or miss sometimes.
It's more like torture, these ain't just verses, I'm waterboarding. It's gory, my aura more of a horror story.
Come
Do 40
on.
pouring, I wet up the street, I'm storming Norman.
Bro, and then the delivery, that sound hungry right now.
You're getting so hot lately that I can torture forests. A Venador playing Wale, shout out my boy for Lauren. Niggas talking, but they can barely afford their mortgage.
Bro,
You thinking
still
top 10
going.
rappers, I'm thinking more than Forbes list. This ain't just a new mansion, nah, this more a fortress. Matter of fact, I'ma call it House of 1,000 Corpses. Ordering.
Hey, boy, Conway rapping like he ain't make it yet on that song, man. I think a verse like that is a good example of why I say his pen is the sharpest I've seen it. It probably got some kind of fancy name, but it was a 4-syllable rhyme scheme where it was really only 2 syllables back to back. And then he's using those 2 syllables in the internal part of the bar as well. And he did that for pretty much the whole verse. He had a slight switch up at the end. Dog, that's special, bro. Man, sometimes when Conway really in his bag, I see shades of Black Thought just from a rhyme scheme perspective. Now, the beat, I think it was cool. I think I probably would like it a little bit more if I didn't hear it right after that ridiculous conductor beat. That piano melody is okay. I really like the vocal sample that's in the intro and the outro of the track. I wish they would have incorporated those vocals a little bit more in the verse part of the production, but I think it was solid. I like that song. Mutty's still the better out of the two, but this is Milano Nights. Hey, Griselda gonna use all the piano sample. They finna run out. Yeah, it is, right? I do like how these pianos sound, especially the more subtle piano chord that's kind of in the background. This one.
You know I'm trying to win beyond you like Coach Popovich, 5-star.
Nigga, no. I know he ain't say that. I know that's not no Victor Wembanyama flip. He said, I'm trying to win beyond you. No, bro, that's a crazy reach. That's Michael Jordan dunking in Space Jam level reaching. That's crazy.
View of the whole Acropolis. Don't think I'm like the last rapper you fuck, girl. We polar opposites.
Dang, I like the rest of it, bro. He ruined it.
Cause lately I have a higher vibration and a lower tolerance. Hate when they tell me be humble. They trying to lower my...
See, this a 5-syllable rhyme scheme, but I can't get the disgust out of my mind.
Now I'm in the game. I'm trying to do Bobby Brown numbers. Can you stand the rain? This new edition, 4-pound thunder.
Talk that runny Bobby, Ricky, and Mike Ish.
They seen Machine was offline while I'm logging back in. My bitch getting money like Chloe. Tell by the car that she in. Had a small problem one time and my dog had to spin.
Bro, this man trolling, bro. Ain't no way. My son ain't old enough to disappoint me yet, but I feel like this is how it's gonna feel like. But he is way too good of a rapper to be doing that Wembanyama flip and then the car that she in. Come on, bruh.
Know who and who's and tell you who is who, nigga. My trajectory beautiful.
I like that rhyme scheme.
I overcame my trials and tribulations, the Grammy considerations. I
don't follow the Grammy, so I don't know if he getting consideration or not. But as soon as they find out what Westside Gunn him calling his mixtape series, it's over for all of y'all. Y'all ain't getting no Grammys.
That's why I be the mystery man. I started with trips to Atlanta, riding back with Doggy in the back like the mystery van to watch Face Tiffany dance.
Yo, that's a bar. Riding with Doggy in the back like the mystery van, dog food, heroin, the Scooby-Doo flip. That's tough, dog. He trying to atone for the sins of that first verse.
Draco on seat, I'll have a shootout with who doubting. I'm bipolar, I ain't through wildin'. I do a drive-by the Andre 3000 flute album.
That's tough. Oh, bruh. Bruh, he tainted the song, bruh. They cut that song with Fent. Bruh, that song could have been cold. Bruh, this ain't no serious rap channel. This ain't no serious review channel. If I just let that Wembanyama line slide, or if I let that car that she in line slide, like, how can y'all trust me if I let that slide? Them two lines almost made me throw up, which is sad because the rest of the song was tough, man. That luxury talk in the first verse. The beat was a really dope vibe. I like the keys. Hopefully they don't piano me to death, but for what it's worth, it sounded good. And then I like when them horns crept in and when the vocals crept in towards the end of that second verse. And then speaking of that second verse, bro, he had two haymakers in there. That Scooby-Doo mystery van line was tough. And then to do the drive-by listening to Andre 3K Flu album. I don't know what he was thinking with them two landmines, but other than that, the song was sick. And they really need to make a clean version of this song where they don't even take the cussing out. They just take those two lines out of it. Overall, it was cool. This is Xpress with Larry June.
Conductor.
This sound like a beat that could have been on his Conductor We Have a Problem joint. That was his instrumental album that I think dropped last year, but this has the same spacey, ethereal vibe that project had.
You know, Poppy on 10th Street had the heroin.
And he
on the
floating.
bus taking bricks down to Maryland.
A little woozy flow right there. I like it.
On the mega bus taking bricks down to Maryland. Your dog locked.
That's
You keep
dedication.
him outside and take care of him.
Honestly, smuggling drugs on a bus, that's actually business efficiency in practice because you get to meet custies and transport at the same time. You move in weight while you move in weight.
The fit fresh, I just need a photo. Griselda Records, I should be the logo. Bitch text me, said
Probably.
she about to leave Komodo. R&B star, shit, it probably was Coco. Raw chicken wings, lobster fried rice, still on that hood shit.
I like that little chorus. I do want to add in though, lobster fried rice is not hood. That's bougie right there.
Real estate, my couch cost 88. I call that sitting on 80K. I'm heavyweight. Pressing buttons in a Porsche. Tech on me like IT. Quick like Ali. Bruce Leroy, chopping 9 keys.
Man, I'm gonna let it play out, but I don't get it with Larry June, dog. I don't see what y'all see.
Million wood flows in my crib. I'm not a ball player. If you not talking big numbers, I'ma call you later. Glide riding in the 992
so
looking like
basic.
Terminator.
Yeah, I like that song. I think Conway and definitely Conductor did enough to carry. Larry June, I won't say he got an A on the group project, but he squeaked out a B- on the group project without really contributing much. Conductor did most of the heavy lifting on this one. That beat was tough. It had that spacey vibe to it. I'm really interested to see where that sample came from. Wouldn't be surprised if he lifted it from a 90s cartoon or something. I think Conway rode the beat nicely. That lethargic flow paired with it well. Even if he wasn't doing anything mind-blowing or crazy with the rhyme scheme or when it comes to lyricism. Plus, I think all those luxury bars fit in well. Larry June, on the other hand, man, y'all know how rappers be having double entendres and triple entendres. Bro be having single entendres, bro be having non-entendres. God dang, he be finding the most regular way to say stuff. Bro really be in there on some, I got a big couch, I got a nice house, I'm eating some fish, it gotta be trout. Like, come on, bro. It be the most regular bars. Sometimes he be talking about rich stuff. It don't even be sounding that cool. Plus his flow got the pace of trying to punch in a dream, bro. It just, God dang. I do like the song though, but when I re-listen to it, I'm cutting it off after the Conway verse. I like that chorus too though, for what it's worth. This is Meth Back. I know that's from Method Man, but that's gonna have a whole nother meaning if you was in a trailer park.
Iron lung, iron skin, pretty Tony, we iron men, cream, chocolate deluxe, loaded up in the...
They gonna have to Taj Mahal jumping with this beat. I'm sure that was racist somehow.
If I ain't him, they lying then. Need to shape up, I line them then. Lie again and him wound up in the casket, he lying then. I hide then. Try me, see they
It's
ain't
bad
winning,
to
but I
back,
ain't
lying then 3-syllable rhyme scheme back to back to back. He's really not wasting a syllable with these first couple of lines. Meth got some really strong features, man. I don't think there's anything he can do to recapture that magic of Wu-Tang when they debut, but as far as his attention and care to his craft and his ability to evolve, dog.
dope. Heads be nodding like dope. There's no denying if my block sell dope. I'm a product of my environment. The work I'm supplying, if y'all just workers providing.
That little dope scheme right there.
I earned my title through lack of early entitlement. Till I was title rich, I ain't even know what entitled meant.
That's fire. That whole title scheme was fire.
Cons with the cream, load them things and do them dirty until my conscience is clean.
You switched the rhyme scheme right here.
Pain, what are y'all saying? Not sure, but all the spit will put out all y'all flames.
That's dope. He had an RJ Payne shout out right here. Meth really got his pulse to the underground, and it's dope seeing legends like that really tapped in and giving props to the next generation, even guys who never gonna have anywhere near the popularity that Meth has.
Killer bees, we got him buzzing, y'all some SOBs. Time's up like OC, I keep it light, low key. I ain't cut.
He had a reference to a newer artist with the RJ Payne line, but then the time's up like OC. That beat on that song is quietly one of the more underrated songs in rap, in old school rap especially.
Okay, National Geographic, I'm passionate with the ratchet.
Yo,
Cocaine was
what?
a classic, I taxed it, but then I passed it. My year was that.
What? Bro, when did Flea start rapping like this? He had another feature, I can't remember what album, but he had another feature where the rhyme scheme and the lyricism was at a much higher level than I'm used to for Flea Lord. Bro, that's a 7-syllable rhyme scheme right there, and he did it twice in one line, 4 times in 2 lines. That's crazy.
Yo, we never stutter. 3Ds on the roof, they used to watch me every summer. Shallon,
And that Watch Me Every Summer rhyme scheme is a 6-syllable.
Empire State, big stick by the safe. Team sick by the way you get clipped by the K. Meditating, smoking, I be talking
He
to
is
people.
floating,
Spitting
dog.
survival of the fittest while I walk down these streets.
And shout out Prodigy.
It's drum work and the drum work and the gun work, so it's him or me, whatever come first. I done worse, been
Okay.
chosen from birth. Just think of phone sex, they couldn't come close. Catch a sunstroke, or you got heart.
That's hard. They couldn't orgasm in a close vicinity, but come close to him in talent, that's tough.
First, watch them every step like a upskirt. Like my trust broke, snatches kid, how much your son worth? They still ain't find them after a month search. It's too much dirt.
Grimy. I think that flow's gonna throw some people off because it is a little bit offbeat. But I think, especially in that first half, he was intentionally playing with the structure of the beat and going kind of outside of the box in his flow. He was intentionally choppy with it, which adds to how aggressive it sounds. I like that verse a lot. I like that phone sex line. I like how grimy the imagery was. I think that flow is going to be a good change of pace. I think him having a different style is a good change of pace for the album. It ain't as good as Meth's verse. It ain't as good as Flea Lord's verse, but he deserved to be on this song.
Used to throw money in strokers. Moved out the hood, still get my grass cut by a smoker. My bro in the
I like
feds got
that.
an iPhone. Shooting out the back of an I-7 crime legend. I'm trying to stack this money tall as a nigga that's standing 5'7". Niggas ain't stopping, no blocking my blessings. Told that.
He thought that was the one, huh? Come on, man. For one, 5'7" is not tall. And then two, bro, we do not need to hear another my money is tallest. Bro done ruined my whole vibe on this song.
You can give me any drug, we sell a lot of it. The rumor is we was fucking with boy, no paying by the shit. In Venice, Italy, putting their Robbie out of this.
Man, that's hilarious. Bro, what's up with these rap niggas? Why African Bambaataa got this junk going on? But yeah, you can put him in that cell with Drake and Weinstein. That line tough, boy. Heroin. I'm rocking with it.
Nigga, we balling up gas, we on the water taxi.
Conway did his best to ruin that song for me, but he brought it back together. I'm rocking with that one heavy. Derringer really impressed me with that beat. It was a lot brighter and more airy than most of his beats are because of that, whatever that wind instrument is that was in the melody. But I did notice that he had his signature effect where he takes this siren-like sound and put it under the beat. I think Meth went off in his verse. He had the strongest verse out of everyone. Man, his lyricism, Meth's pen is at the best it's ever been right now. I like that titled entitlement scheme, like midway through his verse. I think Flea Lord had the second best verse on there. His lyricism impressed me as well. It wasn't necessarily on the same level as Method Man's verse was, but he adds another level of aggression and street talk that Meth doesn't necessarily have. SK is the one who I'm not really familiar with. I feel like he had features on some previous Conway project. Can't remember if I liked him or not, but I like what he brought to the table here. Aggressive, sort of out of the box delivery. Conway should have been the second or third best verse, but he got to cut it out with some of these lines, man. That money stack is tall as the dude who 5'7" line. We should be past that in 2024, dog. That shouldn't even made it on the page. As soon as you wrote that bar, as soon as you thought of that bar, he should have been taking a break. He came back when he was feeling a little bit more inspired. Then he had to messing with Boy No African Bambaataa line, which is hard. African Bambaataa, he ain't been in the press, but he should be getting some of this heat that P. Diddy getting. But yeah, overall tough song besides that one landmine from Conway. This is Ninja Man.
Finals MVP when I won my last ring. Won't he do it? Woke him up quick like a bad dream. Met a new connect, now we a tag team. 50 joints came, I got it on the arm, COVID vaccine. Yeah, we started out weighing raw. In the field with stick like Method Man when he played lacrosse.
Some of these punchlines just ain't doing it for me. Some of these previous songs just been straight up landmines, but some of these are just a little bit too basic, like the sticks lacrosse flip. Same thing as the sticks hockey flip, even if you throw Method Man in the arm vaccine line basic.
One car in my garage cost you a plane, man. It don't mean nothing to me, it's like a plain Jane. Niggas come up on the block and do the damn thing. Machine and Swiss beats came through with that bang, 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 bang.
Bro, get this nigga out of here, bro. Why is he even on here?
Got 3 months in a box for having contraband. Hood legend with the pots and pans. Cooking up, leave the kitchen smoking like Rasta Man. The bag getting foolish.
Come on, bro. This song is nasty. This song is nasty.
Then I'm tears drawing 2 union shit. Machine getting stupid rich. What we doing, Swiss?
Yeah, what are y'all
shows
doing?
in Budapest. The homie just came home from prison, still trying to shoot his scanners. Brethren cooking fish up in a red snapper.
Red Snapper line cool, but it's cumulative at this point. I'm getting beat up. That Red Snapper line is that a rap version of that meme. Chris Paul hits a 3 to cut the lead down to 42.
They talking, they keep on fucking talking.
What is that?
Well, let's
chorus?
talk about it.
Let's not.
Lighters, when I see them lighters.
See, I see why your girl was up on Usher during the Super Bowl in front of the whole nation.
They talking, they talking, they talking.
That song is trash, dog. They was talking and talking and talking about nothing, dog. The beat in a vacuum probably ain't that bad in the grand scheme of things. The only thing is they got 1,000 pianos on this album already, and these ones were too polished. This was like the AI version of a Griselda beat, in my opinion, where you take all the personality out of it, add polish, and this is what you get. Conway was fine from a rhyme scheme, lyricism perspective. That was just way too many light bars, whack bars. And then I don't know why Swiss Beats did that chorus. That chorus was trash. Wish I could unhear that one. This is Vertino. I never thought I'd be hearing Joey Badass on a Saddle Gold beat.
Seen a fiend find a vein in her ankle to shoot it. Shot that pussy nigga in his knee like we draining some fluid. Rob a rapper at his own show, took his chain and I threw it.
5-syllable round scheme here.
You been afraid, shot penetrated my shoulder, still didn't knock the chip away. My heart only got cold.
I like that guy shot in the shoulder, did not the chip away, chip on your shoulder, flip.
Cold as Minnesota in October, Yola in the pot, swole up, stop, hold up.
The little hold up rhyme scheme was tough.
This is God level for raw yellow, binary switch, burn them with the stick.
He getting
like
some tough flow. You know what? I'll let that slide. Like, it's kind of like burning with a stick, like marshmallows, campfire. I'll renege. I'll give him that.
Y'all better go back, do your Google research and look some more. Watch them YouTube vids about the man with them bullet scars. Weston Bush.
I got a whole playlist.
Went from buying 62 grams to go on
he
crime
heating up,
shopping.
dog.
My shooter
He
on
heating
tour
up.
with me. He just was on Crime Stoppers. They still looking for him.
And not in the gunner way either.
I get big money at will when I'm putting letters together. I will of fortune. I show niggas love somehow.
That's hard. That is hard. He said he get money through his willpower, the way he puts letters together, puts words together. He wills a fortune, will of fortune, a game where you choose the letters and get a fortune, get a lot of money with his willpower. That's crazy.
My style is minimalistic, plain Jane simplistic. I'm like Ace and Money, Miss Beverly on some pimp shit. It's only a problem if the product ain't what it's promised, cause any competition get demolished.
Right
These
now.
niggas know my shit. Hit the hardest, to be honest. Graduated from the school of hard rock with my honor, started on the block
like that
and
line
made it
a
to
lot.
the top from the bottom.
Surprisingly, I think that song is cool, but I don't love that song. Definitely not giving the talent level on this track with Con, Joey, Camouflage, Monk, and Saddle Gold. I think on paper, each individual element wasn't bad, but they just didn't mesh that well, in my opinion. Saddle Gold has such an out-of-the-box style that I think works with more out-of-the-box rappers, or at least with guys who are a little bit more versatile with their flows. That cartoonish organ sample would work with a rapper like Spook with his project that he had earlier from this year with him. But Conway sounds a little bit out of place, even if on paper his verse was pretty good. Now that said, a lot of flows that Conway got into, he did have some dope punches on here too. That Wheel of Fortune line is different. And then I almost thought the same thing about Joey. I don't think his flow and delivery fit this beat the best. Also like where he was coming from, getting into the cult rap, trying to play into Conway's lane. And he's a good enough rapper where he can make it work, but he felt slightly uncomfortable with it. Now I will say there was no place for that guitar, and I don't know why it was mixed like that. I hated that part of the song the most. Now this song was passable, but I don't think it lives up to the level of talent. They came with the Philadelphia Eagles this past season type energy of underachieving. It wasn't bad though. It was okay. This is 10/Rya Interlude.
Lately, I've been fucking bitches by the two.
I can already sense where this is going. I thought we were past this. I thought we realized, hey, the trap beats, they ain't really hit like that on One He Do It, so we'll just leave that alone in this album. Nah, you gotta go back to it. Now, Conway can pull off a trap song. He just hasn't been doing it lately, so we'll see where this land. But I think I know where it will land.
They told me I wouldn't make it out. Okay, I'm confused. Yeah, that mission wasn't possible. But bitch, I'm Tommy Cruise, street nigga. Yeah, my father never dropped me off at school.
All right, so far, why is this song 6 minutes? I guess it's 2 songs in here. These some long songs, but I think I just don't want to hear Don Cannon in 2024. The super reverbed out melody, that's fine. I think that sounds getting a little played out, but these drums ain't it, man. That cymbal is annoying. The hi-hats are annoying. Ugh. Nah, this ain't it, dog. Nah, this ain't it, dog. What is this chorus?
Racks in both pockets, bitch, I'm T. I read up with all the profit, bitch, I'm T.
Con, you spiraling, dog. The album started out good, man. You spiraling right now.
To little bus and them boys to God. I jumped off the push, but didn't go to the park. You know I'm a king, cannot put my car. You push up on niggas like a broke garage. Yeah. Yeah, long as I got me on.
Nah, that's kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Ain't nothing back, still ain't caught crap. Everybody got sticks like we finna camp.
They need to simulate to the end of the song button.
You really need to change. You need to change your ways. No, you cannot stay the same. No, this is not a game.
Yo, what am I listening to, dog? What am I listening to? Bro, what is this? I don't even mind the beat, but what is this? Who is this? Why is he here?
I'm going stupid. I'm going through it. I'm about to shoot you like Cupid.
Bro, oh my goodness.
Like
Oh my goodness. Dog, this is trash. Who is Rya Maxwell? This nigga suck. What is this? This man must have blackmail on Conway. How he get on the album? Put me on there. I ain't gonna say no lines like I'll shoot you like Cupid and they trying to solve me like Rubik's. I can guarantee you that much.
You argue online for cloud, you're nothing without. And I do not know how you even get around. When you get someone will catch you and
nigga Conway. Bro, what is this?
I'm about to start a tycoon, and I'm about to get my stacks right too. Stay over crazy, we go with the guys. Ooh, we about to stack of supplies.
I thought we were having a good time. I thought we were gonna get a good album, some good production, some good bars from Conway. Things was looking like they was turning around in them first couple of songs. Yo, what was that? I ain't gonna go too hard on Conway because he don't be as annoying as Benny the Butcher and Westside Gunn is when they get criticism. But bro, this ain't even y'all need to do boom bap and not trap conversation. This is a stop making BS type conversation. That song was horrible, bro. It was like the 2-pack from hell, bro. It is that Joe Budden barking on Sway Lee energy, dog. That song is off. They ain't take that off Spotify. I mean, it started bad enough with the first half of the song, the 10 part of the song, with that beat from Cannon that wasn't really it. I think the biggest sin of that part of the song was that awful, I'm on 10. Oh, yes, awful chorus. The most non-creative chorus they could have possibly thought of. It's bad when Key Glock is out doing Conway, and Conway's flow wasn't even that bad. It was just cumulatively the chorus, the beat, and the step back in bars. But man, nothing was as bad as that Interlude by Rya Maxwell. I have no idea who that is. I never heard of that person before, and hopefully I never hear them again. Just one horrible line after the other. Offensive singing. It was way too long. What are we doing, dog? This is Dasani. Let me check the producer before I even click on this song, because if it's Miguel the plug, I'm just turning this off. Beats Anonymous. Wow, this might go left. Bro, these niggas is too old, dog. These niggas is too old. Like, let's just get to it, bro. These niggas too old for this. Bro, cut it out.
Fuck on that bitch from the back, put a thumb in. Yeah. She was like, Daddy, I'm coming. Yeah. Now that bitch running.
Bro, he trolling. He really got me rethinking this review. Look, I really can get out of this if I just make the title of this video Conway the Machine, Slant Face Killah Reaction Part 1 and just never drop the Part 2. I can get out of this. I don't have to put myself through this.
She showing pussy, she ready to throw it. 50 in singles and I'm about to throw it. I got my young nigga on point with the blower.
I guarantee you they ain't pay for none of these drums, bro. These drums can't stock on whatever they use. Probably GarageBand.
Her pussy is water Dasani. I'm independent, don't need him to sign me. I'm independent, don't...
Bro. When they get on these trap beats, they just forget how to write?
That bitch running.
Bro, you way too old.
She heard I'm fucking her friend and her cousin. Reach in my pocket, I'm pulling out hundreds. Niggas ain't tough when we having a run-in.
What in the midlife crisis Conway the Machine got going on, bro? The crazy part about all this is Griselda made Scaring the Hoes music. Like, you can't play Reject 2 around the females. But fam, I will throw the GOAT on any day of the week before I play this in the wheel. I'm about to throw this, that last song, and half of And Then You Pray For Me onto a playlist, and that's just gonna be like audio waterboard, just straight torture. For what it's worth, the melody of that beat was spooky, but the whole thing sounded like a free beat. This is raw. Please make it stop.
I'm raw, bitch. I'm dope off the spoon. Richest.
What are we doing? This can't be real life. Dog, I feel I've channeled so much negativity into avoiding this situation. I channel hating them, And Then You Pray For Me. I channel hate into them trash songs on Won't He Do It. This ain't even got nothing to do with nothing. My channel hating to Keisha Plum, and now she got a solo album on the way. What am I doing wrong? Y'all, this is the only way I'm getting through it.
This and us, they gon' come and pick you niggas up. You niggas falling soon. Bitch flowing, she off the shrooms.
Oh wait, no, this is actually not that bad. Wait, did the liquor kick in that fast? This actually ain't that bad.
Rich fuck from that Pyrex and them faucet moves. Wrist game with that fork and spoon. Wrist came with them flawless jewels.
Okay,
came with a
I can deal with this.
Bitch, I'm raw.
Nah, this chorus ain't it, but I'm not mad at that verse.
Check gonna be dope, they get optimism. Eat the beats, secrete with no botulism. He's the beast, compete, that's an opposition release. Heat the streets like a cop division.
Man, I haven't peeped Tech 9 in a while. He kind of got corny to me, but that doesn't take away from what he's able to do with his flows. He's special when it comes to the cadence, and what he's doing right here is he's accenting those first three syllables dun, 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 with a rhyme scheme, and then he has a fourth syllable at the end, so he's combining his unique flow with good lyricism. I'm probably not gonna like this verse, but I do want to give credit where credit is due.
The negativity give me no rich we grow, bitch please blow. This can really go with the bone and big geek flow, bro. I get it. Forbes list nigga like 5 visits.
Yeah, it sound good. The bars ain't there though. The longer this goes on, the more I hate it. The liquor is being metabolized.
Any confrontation is consequences. Y'all niggas flow is consistent.
I like that little con motif right there.
Gun in the console, when you see Con in trenches. Songs with Kanye and the consequences. See how how my confidence is. It's constant controversy when I do interviews. I have conversations.
It's way too much going on, bro.
Yeah.
That song had highs and lows like Jordan once. It was way too much going on in that song. The beat's not that good. The melody sucks, but I do think the thumping bass was good. The beat actually probably wouldn't be that bad if this song wasn't 5 minutes long. That's not a good enough beat. I'm not mad at either of the Conway verses. I'm not mad at Flow It Off in that first verse. I don't think it was particularly good, but if you're going to rap on a trap beat, this is what I wanted to sound like. Tech 9, I'm not mad at the flow, but man, just lyrically, content-wise, I didn't like a single line. To me, it just feels like the point where you rapping fast but ain't saying nothing. Maybe I'm a hater. Maybe Conway already put me in a bad mood. But for what it's worth, man, that third verse, the second verse from Conway, he was using this motif where all the words started with the word con. And he had some good little punches in there too, like the constellation line and Sci-High confidence. But then mixed in with the highs of that, you also got that horrible chorus. You got the stupid mixing on there. I think the scratching they sample Big Daddy Kane, but I could be tripping. But it was just a lot going on. I'm not liking this album anymore. I wanted to end. This is Surf and Turf with TF, 211 and Absol, and it's 6 minutes long.
Check it out.
Oh, it's Conductor. Thank God. Thank
Con,
God.
you know I got you.
Let's go. Thank God for Conductor. His horn sound.
Like a Vietnam vet, I'm still trying to get my dick wet, I'ma get high. Yeah.
What does that even mean?
That might went over your head. Drinking down, there's no suit affair. Dressed in red, no Valentine, but funk love instead.
I like Jay Worthy's flow right here, but what I can't get him to pass is this is one syllable rhyming, bro. Like, Cool G rap ain't made Live and Let Die in the 80s for dudes to still be rapping one syllable.
Made it out of pimping, some still in this shit. I dodged the bid. Fuck is this? My fee 100,000 since I dropped a whiz. Holy water, Bangkok,
Okay,
sipping. I
go.
retired this. Worldwide Worthy got them singing like they from the set.
Oh, he brought it back together. I didn't really like how he opened it at the start, mostly just because of that one syllable rhyming that he was doing, but I think his street talk was pretty good from start to finish. He had some vivid lines in there too, and once he started picking up the rhyme scheme, I think the verse significantly improved. I ain't mad at that.
You writing 16s, I'm like J.K. Rowling's 488-page novel. It may not even pay way larger. I stay plugged in like the PlayStation console. And if any dismay may follow, we spray throttle. I nicknamed the Yay Lotto.
That was a cool verse from Conway. He really hasn't rapped on the level that he's rapped on the first half of the album at any point on this second half of the album. I'll take it, but I'm getting really tired of this album really fast.
I remember bitches hustling, selling clean piss. I forced the ball alone cause how my team dipped. Feeling like Ace Boogie, how I need Mitch. He still a nigga, he trying to insurance up a lean lit.
That's, I think, the second Menace to Society bar they had in this album.
Easy to tuck it, I told you. I feel like Ace Boogie, don't call me lucky. I was made for it.
I like
I'm
that.
on bunk, might throw the shades on. They slept on me. Nightmares, that's where I came from.
Enlarged, I'm a chemist, I turn powder to hard. Kept the scandals through the war like I'm Oliver North. Slide with a torch, if niggas green, we robbing the source.
Oliver North, that's the NRA guy. I like that line.
About my chili and chicken, I'm big tripping. S-Corps and LLCs is big business.
Yo, I never realized 211 low-key sound like Absol.
I'm an icon.
Without the bars.
Del ammo, aiming at your enamel. Say cheese. Imagine the Bible recited by the Elohim. Then wake up and say hello to me. Different gold commode, same shit. Smell the potpourri. Nah, I mean.
Slick little word playing some of them opening bars. I like this. Say cheese, enamel, teeth flip, and then it's easy to mess up a toilet line, but I think he pulled that one off good.
The best thing since sliced bread. Save a loaf for me. And 2 fish. Who is you, bitch? Jesus wept and doves cry. Say it with hubris.
I like
Lego
that.
my ego. I do it for the people. Drop an ice cube in my glass half full and squabble with Debo.
Boy, that Absol verse was almost worth the cost of admission, but man, it just took way too long to get there. That's too long of a song. As good as Conductor Williams is, and as much as I like that beat, I don't even think that beat was good enough to go for 6.5 minutes. Not when the rapping is just fine, like it was on this song. The off-kilter jazzy horns was dope, but I just don't think the combination of beat and rapping did enough. Absol easily had the best verse. His stop, start, stuttery delivery accented his wordplay really well. Now, that said, this wasn't the craziest wordplay I've heard from Absol. I think his wittiest lines were at the beginning of his verse, but it was still a pretty good verse from him and easily the best. Conway had the second best verse by a decent margin, and then everybody else was passable. I'd probably say Jay Worthy is third, then take your pick between TF and 211. This was a posse cut, but I just don't think TF and 211 and Jay Worthy belong in a posse cut with Absol. It almost feel like calling up G League players to come play with Luca and Karimi. And then in general, it's just been way too many songs over 5 and 6 minutes. Getting closer to the end, this is Karimi.
Walk in the bank, they greet me at the door. Good morning, Mr. Price. Don't like no friendly
I like
bitch,
the
don't want no Mr.
storytelling.
Light. I listen to the shit them niggas hype, and it's alright, but it was like they ain't ready to have no pen and pencil fight. That shit is like
He's kept the same rhyme scheme from start to finish, which is dope because of all this imagery that he's had in these opening lines. If this album would have skipped from somewhere around Meth Back to Vertino to this, we might have had something.
no loose leaf when I spew these. Who these niggas kidding? I'm like Cool G mixed with the heavy set guy from Bed-Stuy, and Cool G spitting with a mic up the Thule in traffic. Won't let these niggas shoot me at the light.
That whole little Biggie scheme right there is tough. I like when rappers take a punch where they could just end it there, but they decide to take it another 1 or 2 lines. He could have ended that punch right at the, I'm like that heavy set guy from Bed-Stuy, but then he tied it into the Cool G and tied it into Biggie getting done in on the red light.
In my opinion, if we keeping it all the way 60 plus a 40 piece, the GOAT rapper Mount Rushmore should be re-sculptured with 4 of me. And niggas know who got shit.
And now with projects like this.
Figure fold, my women is bitches goals, extensions on niggas poles,
Oh, this
decision, I get it
whole
gold.
flow and rhyme
We
scheme.
spin and finish the mission, then we get low.
Bro, if he could have just started this, man, those last couple lines were special. I think only 2 syllables out of those last 2 lines in that rhyme scheme didn't rhyme.
Machine piece letters together, then I receive cheddar. While you fuck niggas don't eat ever.
Tough song. I just think it's too little too late. I think they already ruined the album with that abomination they had from tracks 9 through 11, 12-ish. But in a vacuum, I think the beat's pretty cool. It's not the best beat on here. The conductor beats have been that. But I like that airy sound they had for the melody. I'm not sure what instrument that is. And then they had some faint flutes behind it. I kind of wish that was to the forefront a little bit. I'm assuming with Camouflage Monk Style, that was just one sample, and that's how it is on the sample. But then on Conway's end, man, this was some of the best lyricism on the album. Just from a pure technical rapping perspective, he did some special stuff, especially that line that I pointed out where he was rhyming almost every single syllable. Good song. Hopefully they can close it on a good note with the Red Moon and Osaka. Song that's not need to be 7 minutes. I know that much.
No, the bag is limitless, nigga.
A ton of Griselda albums do this where they'll end the album with a guitar-heavy sample on an Alchemist beat. I ain't mad at it. I like this beat.
No, you never committed one crime, fraud. My niggas getting active if it's one line cross. The punchline guard. I never took one line off.
I heard the middle of this album. Yes, you have. You took lines off. You took songs off. Don't gaslight me.
They love my shit. They saying, tell them about the gun line, boss. Killers behind me. I put.
That's tough. That's a reference to the movie Life when they had that Uncle Tom dude and following behind the water talking about, tell them about the gun line, boss.
Rocking the kind of Jews they'll hold you at gunpoint for. Why you think my bitch look like she off the runway for? Bitch, I'm a boss. That's why my nigga with the gunplay for. Niggas can't match my drive, not even with they CDL. Cut the tape off that brick and had the PP smell. I know them pussy niggas.
I ain't gonna lie, that man a little too old to say PP, but we gonna give him a pass.
What's up, big guy? Stay true blue, you heard? It's your brother Chef right here, man. Came a long way together, nigga.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I am not about to listen to Raekwon talk for 4 minutes. This album is long enough. Strong end. I just have a bad taste in my mouth for that horrible run of tracks to really appreciate it. This may be something I go back to because I think the first verse in particular was strong. I like the beat. Second verse, he had a couple of iffy lines, especially compared to some of the tougher punches that he had in the first verse. But overall, man, this album was up by a cool 20 points in the fourth quarter, and boy, they blew that lead quick. It's really a shame because the first half of the album started out so strong. Mutty was a sick song. One of my favorite songs I've heard of the year so far. Stove Got Cooks. He's in the running for verse of the year. Bro lost his mind. Easily had the best verse of the album. You got joints like Give and Give, where even though I don't love the beat, Conway flashed some dope lyricism with his pen. I'm rocking with the vibe of tracks like Milano Nights and Xpress. Meth and Flea Lord also did excellent with their features. That's not to say the first half of the album was perfect. Particularly, I was surprised with Conway with some of them bad bars that he had, like that Wimbyama punch and that Khloe Kardashian punch from whatever song that was. I thought that was going to be the big issue I had with this album. Until this man just blitzkrieged me with just pure trash. I mean, it started with 10, which was DOA, but got extremely worse when Rya Maxwell got on something. I don't know who that is. We got to get him out of here. Bro, we got to have some sketchy tweets or something that can get his man out the paint. I'm just playing. We ain't doing that. Boy, it was trash, man. And then them trap songs, oh my goodness, they were bad. Too many unnecessarily long tracks on here. It really just turned from a good album to a really unenjoyable experience. Tried to bring it back with the last couple of tracks that were better than a lot of songs on here. But overall, this is not that listenable of an album. I mean, maybe you turn to a playlist and take the trash out of it, but that's something we saying way too much with Griselda, man. I hate to say it because I'm as big of a Griselda fan as anybody, but these boys is on the midden street. The main three, at least. Now, thankfully, you have guys like Bodie James and Rome Streets who are in the middle of really dope runs, but outside of a few smaller projects like that very old Hall & Ash 2 project or the project that Conway had with Conductor, it just ain't been much to hang your hat on from the big three, Benny, Westside Gun, and Conway. This ain't the worst album in the catalog. It has some highs, but man, the lows were low. I ain't feeling this one. If you want to see me review a Conway project in a better mood, check this one out or check this video out.